The Type 31 deployment at Portsmouth would theoretically restore the balance of support work following the transfer of the Type 23s to Plymouth. However, under current plans, some or all of the Type 31s would be deployed overseas for extended periods, so the amount of time the new frigates spend at Portsmouth may be limited. The Batch 2 OPVs are nominally based at Portsmouth, but are now forward deployed and will not return to the UK for several years. There is an ironic role reversal as the Type 31 builder. Babcock owns and operates the shipyard at Devonport, while conversely, BAE Systems, which builds the Type 26 frigates, provides warship support at Portsmouth. The previously announced decision to base 8 Type 26 frigates at Devonport, despite BAE Systems having a presence at Portsmouth, was influenced by Devonport's role as the RN's Anti-Submarine Warfare (ASW) Center of Excellence. It has been decided that the Type 26 frigates will come to Portsmouth for recertification approximately every 3 years, for around 13 weeks. However, the ongoing fleet time support period will be conducted at their home in Devonport. It is not yet clear where the Type 31s will undergo major refits. The enclosed dry dock at the Frigate Support Center in Devonport is too cramped to accommodate both the Type 31s and Type 20 SIXS. The long-term future of Devonport's frigate support capability is subject to ongoing discussions as major work will be required alongside the submarine support infrastructure investment already underway. It is possible that all frigates will be based at Devonport, particularly as Plymouth is no longer a submarine operating base, and at least for the foreseeable future until the arrival of the MRSS, has lost support work to the now decommissioned LPDs. The naval base is somewhat underutilized and has more berthing space than Portsmouth. However, if the Type 31s are largely forward deployed and maintained overseas, the UK basing arrangements are less important. The MOD has indicated that additional investment will be directed to the RN and Royal Marines, as part of a wider increase in defense spending announced ahead of the government's next Strategic Defense Review, due later this spring.